This is Giz from MKZ TV. You after the first game, it looked like you guys were gonna dominate this series, um, but it seemed as the series went on, the hustle plays kind of tired you guys out. Can you kind of explain what happened from after the first game of the series to the second game and third game, and obviously until the series was over, 4-2 team. Obviously no one likes losing. I know. I thought after the first game, we hit shots, we played well, we rebounded well. Second game, I felt like he wanted to make sure he didn't go down the series 2-0. I mean, his rebounding was big. I felt like their possessions, they maybe had 30 possessions to our 10 possessions. I don't think it was the hustle. I thought the hustle was there. I thought MKZ played defense. I played defense well. Sid hit big shots. I honestly think the difference was we just couldn't close out the games. I mean, we would have 8-2 leads, 10-2 leads, and bounces just didn't go our way. And when bounces don't go your way, that's the difference in a 7-game series. It sucks. Hate losing. We'll learn from the experience, and just move on from Lou Giz from MKZ TV. Yeah, you mentioned that bounces didn't go your way. I thought the turning point in the series was when O developed a shot. Sid's obviously going to do what he does, but how do you think that changed the series in any way? And what do you think this means for you going forward? You got to give the guy credit. I don't think he shot a lot of twos early in the series. I don't know. I mean, he hit big shots. I think the last game, he might have hit 3 or 4 shots, and we got down to a 14-0 lead. You never want to play from behind, obviously. It makes the pick and roll a lot harder to guard, I'll admit. When I'm playing against a guy of Sid's caliber, one of the best players in the league, one of the best players to ever do it. I mean, and you got him stepping outside, hitting twos. It definitely makes it harder to defend. But again, I mean, I don't think it's anything we did wrong. They just hit shots, we didn't. And like I said, in a 7-game series, that's just how it's gonna play out. It's like I said, it sucks, and we all hate losing, but I think it's something me and MKZ we got to learn from. We'll get better at. We'll be here again. I mean, we'll be here again. But yeah, I got to give credit to hitting those twos. It changes the offense. This is Bob from MKZ TV. Do you guys think that you were the better team? Do you think that Sid was a better player than you in this series? Can you kind of take me down your mindset, and where do you guys go from here? Do I think they were a better team? I don't know. I don't like that question, man. I mean, obviously, the series was 4-2 them. I thought they were the better team in this series. Do I think they're a better team overall? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I don't know. I mean, it's the question is self-explanatory. But to your second question, do I think Sid's a better player than me? What was that? Did he play better in the series? Oh, did he play better in the series? I don't think so. Look, man, Sid's one of the greatest players to ever do it. One of the best generational talents to ever play the game. Hell of a hard guy to guard. And I don't think there's anyone that could guard him in this league. I think I'm the best player to do it, but I thought the way he reacted after the first game where he struggled, the media was on him. After his game 2 performance, I think he turned it on a little bit. You got to give the guy credit, man. He stuck to it. He's a hell of a player. The step back is one of the hardest shots to guard. It's a tough question to answer, man. I mean, of course they were the better team in the series. Do I think they're a better team overall? No, I don't. Do I think we could beat them? Of course. Like I said, I think there was about 3 to 4 plays in the whole series where I thought we could have won, and this series could have been 4-2 us. But I thought me and Sid, we went toe to toe. I thought we went toe to toe. You just got to give the guy credit. He's a hell of a player. He never gives up. He took a lot of shit from the media after the first game, but man, you never. It sucks. You mentioned that you felt like this series, where there's a couple plays where this series could have went differently. Can you kind of, elaborate on that a little bit? And can you talk little bit about your teammate and yourself in this series? How do you feel like you guys fared against them, and where do you guys go from here? And just any last thoughts of the series. I know it was a tough loss, but I think you guys can grow from here. But yeah, can you kind of just take me through your series of events, including the injury to MKZ? If you can just kind of elaborate, where do you think this series trend? Yeah, man. I think MKZ rehabbed as best as he could. We took that first game pretty easily, and then in a scrimmage game, he went toe to toe with Big Ham, and 2 weeks to rehab from that. And he came back strong, man. I mean, he hit some big shots for us. I thought he had a great series. I thought he guarded Big O pretty well. You got to give Big O credit. He hit shots, like I said. He extended his range. I thought I played well. I feel like I struggled early on today. I thought when we were down 14-0, we made it 14-13. I thought I was going to hit that shot, and I thought maybe we put their backs against the wall. But I mean, I just feel like the rebounds, the way the rim was bouncing off the wall, off the rim, maybe change the series a little bit. But honestly, I don't want to take credit away from those guys. They played a hell of a freaking series. Like I said, Sid, you just can't guard the guy one-on-one. I mean, the guy's a hell of a player. Big O down low. The growth in his game from the first game to the sixth game of the series, hitting the shots. I mean, it's nothing we did. I think they just hit shots, and I think the series could have changed a little bit had we rebounded early on in the series. I think today we rebounded much better. Our hustle was a lot better, but at that point our backs are against the wall. But mainly where I think the series changes, we would have games where we would be up 10-2, 10-3, and we just can't finish it. And if you can't finish games like that, you're not going to win a 7-game series. But I think we rebound. I will be here again. I could guarantee you that. We'll challenge them for it. I mean, look, man, you got to give those guys credits. Everyone wants to win a championship. I'm not going to hang my head down from this. Don't get me wrong. I won't forget it. We'll be back. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody.